Hello, my name is Alexander Perez. Let's take a look about symbolism in the story of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight.
Right off the bat, at King Arthur's annual Christmas celebration, the Green Knight enters his doors. Welcoming, they offer him drinks and allow him to sit down. However, the Green Knight has other plans in his mind. He proposes a deal. Anyone who is willing to chop off his head with one strike will have to be able to get another strike on their head 1 year later. Confused, King Arthur accepts this deal and was about to cut off his head with one strike. However, Sir Gawain takes a sword and does this otherwise. He cuts off the Green Knight's head, and this is what happens. Here, Gawain is chopping off the Green Knight's head. Surprisingly, the Green Knight recollects his head and runs off with it. The Green Knight does this because he's actually trying to prove his power, and he's trying to make a point by doing this. He obviously knew the outcome of this, and he was clearly trying to get them interested in what he was trying to do. So why exactly was he trying to get their attention and make them amazed and want somebody to get lured into this trap? And the real reason why the Green Knight wanted one of King Arthur's knights to cut off his head is because he wanted to see how chivalrous his knights were. So it was kind of like a test for his knights. Another symbolic characteristic about the Green Knight is that when he got his head chopped off and he recollected it, this is much like nature, where it can get damaged, but it can also regrow and come back to life. And so this gives him these characteristics of nature, and he also has human characteristics because he has a human figure. On a broader note, notice how the Green Knight always wears the color green. This is because he has the ability to re-put on his head after it gets cut off. This is a sign of rebirth, which is seen through the color green.
One way red symbolism is seen in Gawain is when Sir Gawain approaches the Green Knight with a red cloak. This shows that he's being brave, and he wants to show that by wearing a red cloak. The following is a brief explanation of how this event took place.
Here, notice Sir Gawain approaching the Green Knight in a red cloak. He's wearing this red cloak on purpose, symbolically proving that he is courageous, approaching this beast who got his head put back on him after it got decapitated. Upon request, I have arrived through piteous travel among winter travels. Now it is time for my head to be decapitated. Now, off with my head, Green Knight. Yes, this is as planned. Now I shall kill you. What? Why is my head not gone? For there is only a drop of blood on my neck. Yes, that is because I forgive you of your actions. For the only way you can save your life is breaking the promise, and for that reason I will spare you.
Additionally, Lady Bertilac gives Gawain this green girdle, and green usually symbolizes life and all those other characteristics, but in this situation, the girdle is showing how she is trying to become intimate with Gawain and how he's trying to lure him into a relationship with her.
Here's a green girdle, Sir Gawain. Thank you for being very honorable to me, and I respect you for that. This will protect you from any strike that may hit you. Lady Bertilac, I sincerely and truly am grateful for this very kind offer. However, this is against the agreement that I and the Lord have made. I am sorry, but I must not accept this gift.
One final example of red being seen in the story of Sir Gawain is when Gawain goes out hunting and he makes blood from animals. This blood symbolizes the romantic relationship between Lady Bertilac and Gawain.
Hey, I just killed this deer. Look it, it's dead, and there's blood. This symbolizes that... Whoa, that that means that I love you and you love me. Wait, no, 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 no.
The following is a reenactment of what happened when Gawain attained the green sash and what the green sash meant and what it meant for Gawain and how it changed the story.
But the knight who knew of the power knitted in it would pay at a high price to possess it, probably. For the body which is bound within his green belt, as long as it is buckled robustly around him, will be safe around those who seek to strike him. And all of the slightest on earth wouldn't be able to see him slain. The man mulled it over, and it entered his mind.
Also, when they were running across the field, this showed that there was peace and it was fun and life was great. But when they fell, this was kind of like harmful, and it was like the bad aspects of nature. So overall, throughout Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, we see symbols everywhere. It could be in the Green Knight himself, where the color green represents rebirth and life. Or it could be the color red, which symbolizes courage, like Sir Gawain's cape when he was about to fight the Green Knight. And in real life, symbols apply everywhere, like, for example, the American flag. It has 50 stars representing 50 American states. Or, back in the olden days, when they had real money valued at what it is, so like, you would give somebody a bucket of gold, and that was what it is. But now you could give somebody $1 million, and that could represent a certain amount of gold. And it's a lot easier to use symbols, and symbols make our lives so much easier, and it's just not realistic to live without symbols.